Guys, Sensei James here, and we're going to be going through the material for semester 2, that's May through August of the Junior Judo curriculum here from Wall-to-Wall Martial Arts. We made this semester somewhat lighter in material because we know a lot of our juniors will be in and out with summer vacations and things like that. We have 3 throwing techniques: Ippon Seoinage, the one-arm shoulder throw; Ogoshi, the large hip throw; and Maki Komi, the wraparound throw. Our pinning techniques this semester are Ushiro Keisagatami, the reverse scarf hold with the bridge and roll escape, and also Yoko Shihogatami, the side locking 4-corner hold with a guard recovery escape. Our miscellaneous mat work, we have the clamp and turn from turtle and the elbow and thigh guard pass. Vocabulary for this semester, we have hai, which means yes; ai, which means no; ushiro, which is reverse; domo arigato, which is thank you; and seoi, which is shoulder. We also have what are the 3 types of unarmed combat: throwing, grappling, and striking. And then we also want the kids to be able to count to 10 in Japanese if they can't already do that. That's ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, and ju. Okay guys, we are here to show the throwing techniques for semester 2 2014 for the Wall-to-Wall Junior Judo curriculum. Got Sensei John here to help me out with the throws. Coach Morgan is recording for us. First technique this semester is Ippon Seoinage, the one-arm shoulder throw. Let's look at it and then break it down. So the juniors are going to recognize this as a very similar technique. It's very similar to Seoi Otoshi, our drop knee shoulder throw. From a standard judo grip, I move my right arm and my right leg. My arm is under the armpit and I'm pulling strongly forward. I complete my turn, put my body right against my partner. I don't want any space. I can't be out like this. I need to be very close. I'm going to bend my knees and then lift him up onto my hips and back, then rotate forward to complete the throw. Ippon Seoinage, the one-arm shoulder throw. Our next technique is Ogoshi, the large hip throw. So again, from our standard judo grip, this time my right arm will drop under his armpit and I will grab around his waist. I'm not grabbing his belt, I'm just hugging him to me. Complete my turn, keep my feet no more than shoulder width apart. Strong pull on his arm, bend my knees, lift him onto my hips, rotate to finish the throw. That's Ogoshi, the large hip throw. Our last technique for this semester is Maki Komi, the wrapping throw or the wraparound throw. Now this is a pretty hard throw, so I'm going to back out of it just a little bit. I'm not going to throw it 100%. Let's see what it looks like. From our standard judo grip, my right arm now goes over the top of his arm and I'm going to clamp it tight to my body. Complete my turn. My right leg is going to go out, toes down. For the kids, this should be very similar to the way they placed their leg when they learned and threw Kubinagi, the neck throw. My knee is below his knee. I'm going to pull and then wrap and fall to throw him across. That's Maki Komi, the wraparound or wrapping throw. Alright guys, we have 2 pinning techniques this semester. The first one is going to be a new version of Keisagatami. The kids haven't really seen this one before. This is called Ushiro Keisagatami. This means reverse scarf hold. So I'm going to be beside my partner here by his shoulders. I'm going to grab underneath his armpit and grab the top of his shoulder. Going to sit underneath, and there's 2 variations here. This arm can go under his shoulder and grab his belt or gi, or it can go under his armpit. Either of those is perfectly acceptable. I typically like to grab under the shoulder and then grab the gi or the belt. Now we're going to see here kind of a modified bridge and roll, a little more of a scoot and turn type escape from Sensei John, who's on the bottom here. Let's see how it looks. All right, so for that escape, what you're going to notice is he grabs me and pulls me as tight as he can to his body, and then he's going to move his legs and try to get them as close in line with my body as possible. Now here's where the bridging action happens. He's going to lift a bit with his legs and his hips, and he's going to bridge and twist really strong, and now I end up on the bottom. Okay. Our second technique, our pinning technique, is Yoko Shiho Gatami, the side-locking four-corner hold. This is going to be similar to Mune Gatami, the chest hold the kids already know, but it is a little different. This time we're going to be chest to chest. We're going to have our right arm underneath their neck holding their gi, but our left arm is going to go underneath the hip on the far side, and we're going to reach up and we're going to grab their belt. Our knees are going to be up close to their body, and our heads are going to be down, so we're squeezing really tight. What we're going to see here is a guard recovery versus this pin. Good. So what you'll notice is that Sensei Jean puts his hands on me. He's going to put a hand on my shoulder and a hand on my hip, and he's going to bridge up, and then he's going to shrimp away. And that creates space for his knee to get between us. Now it's just a matter of spreading it out and wrapping me up in the guard. Over there. Ready? Okay, we have two turnovers, or sorry, actually one turnover and one guard pass this semester. These are our 2 bits of miscellaneous mat work. The first one we refer to as the clamp and turn. Sometimes we also call it maki komi from the bottom, but in your written requirements it's listed as a clamp and turn from the turtle. So, I'm on my hands and knees in a defensive position, and my opponent reaches across my body. It could be that he's trying to get my arm to turn me over, or maybe he's trying to grab one of my lapels to turn me over or do a choking technique. But when his arm gets close to my armpit, I see that as an opportunity. I'm going to grab his arm and I'm going to clamp it real tight with my arm. Here, trap it to my body. Now I'm going to fall down and I'm going to turn sharply to that side. So now I've rolled him over onto his back. From here, I could very easily get into a modified Ushiro Keisa Gatami, or I could just keep turning into Yoko Shiho Gatami or into Mune Gatami if I wanted to. So let's see that again without the talking. This is the clamp and turn. All right, our second technique is a guard pass. This should be very familiar to almost all the students this time around. The finish of it is exactly the same as our step back or separation pass that we've done for the past 2 semesters. So, I'm in closed guard. I'm going to take my elbow and press it to his inner thigh. What I want to do is break his legs loose, and I want to push this leg down to the mat. So I put my elbow in his thigh, and I shove it down. Now I trap it. My knee goes in front. My foot stays behind. Put my chest on his chest, my arm behind his neck, hold his leg back to slow it down, and I clear my back leg first. Then my front leg. Now I'm in a hold down. I'm going to have our camera guy come around the back side and show you guys the leg action, because that's one of the most important things about this guard pass and something we want the kids to get right. So, break the grip, trap it, put some weight on his upper body, slow his leg down, and then clear my back leg first. Now I can clear this foot, and I'm in a good, strong, controlling position. All right, guys, that's it for this semester. Work hard, study your techniques, and let's have some fun on the mat.